Happy New Day to you.
I like to say Happy New Day more than Good Morning. Because I'm not in mourning, at least not now, not anymore. Let's give it up for Sass. I mean, I've been. It's funny. I meet a lot of people here in Ghana, and was right there in Atlanta, and didn't know you in Atlanta.
Right.
But I knew your daughter.
Yes.
Because I danced with the crew of dancers, and she was with the children's group. Yeah, she always had her extra twist, her extra style, you know, like her. So I see where she get it from, her mama.
A girl gotta do what a girl gotta do.
Yeah, so I'm really glad to be on the trip. I do a tour as well when I do a festival called the African Culture and Wellness Festival every February, and I bring I brought Muta Baruka twice and bringing him again, and Dr. Paul Goss, who's my father, and Queen Afua.
Yes.
If you guys are into African dance, I brought Mustafa Kambasa from Guinea. Yeah, so it's and then we do a tour, you know, as well. And actually, I kind of learned a lot looking at Bomani's tour and how he does things, because the tour I came on, it was nice. It was 80 people. The very first time I came to Ghana was August 2006. I celebrated my 36th birthday here.
Hey,
and that was really profound. We went to Egypt first, and then we came to Ghana. And
who was we?
Well, okay. Well, the group was the 2020 group out of Philadelphia, and I came with my mom. I heard about them on a conference call. The National Black Alliance Network, every Tuesday night or Thursday night, they had a call about featuring a black millionaire and how they became a black millionaire, and anybody who was interested in the field, you know. So there was just this network that was created, and so they talked about, it was a brother from the 2020 group, it's an investment group that talked about some free land in Africa and Ghana, and so that's what you know, I had always, just to go back, I've always wanted to live in Africa out of high school. I have parents that are Pan-African, and everything was like Africa, go to Africa, go see Africa. And little did my father know that when I came to Africa, I wasn't going back. He's like, I told you to go and not stay. We got work to do, you know.
Hey, I'm not gonna die.
You know, and so I was, you know, I got married, started having children, 6 children, breastfeeding, you know.
Babies.
I got 6 children and 3 grandchildren.
Let's give a hand for having 6 children. Increase the nation, baby. We do want us to bring the food.
And we did work a lot to raise our children, like our brother and sister.
Yeah.
Nuri's the one that's easier for me to remember. The name. Nuri's parents. I'm gonna get it though. I'm gonna get it. Yeah, and so anyway, I always wanted to come, but you know, pregnant, breastfeeding, all this, and so the time came up. It was in divine time, and I got the call. They said they had 3 more spaces left, so I called my mom. I said, "Mom, we should go. We should go." Called Pops and said, "Hey, you still paying for the ticket? You've been telling me for the last 15 years to get over here. You was gonna pay for the ticket." Then so that's exactly what happened. He was like, "You going?" I said, "Yes. No more babies, no more breastfeeding. I can go. I'm free." You know. So anyway, I came, and it was a real wonderful trip. We had 80 people, 2 bus loads, and it was so. My experience was really funny because, like a lot of you, I had rose-colored glasses on from all the different books, and you know, listening to different scholars and things like that. So you learn about an Africa that used to be. And we're thinking that we're gonna come and meet that Africa, and so when we came, we was all dressed, African down. Oh, we was sharp. It was like a bunch of kings and queens just got off the bus, and people were like looking at us like, where they come from? We was like, where we at? I mean, I brought very few things to wear because I knew I was going shopping as soon as I got here, and it's exactly what I did. And so we were dressed, you know. So it was so funny how that people asked about cultural shock. That was a shock, is that I didn't see the culture. I was expecting everybody to look, you know, even more rural than us, you know. So anyway, so that was a eye opener. But at the same time, it let me know who we were as a people, because as we were here, we always had a lot of different tour guides. We had meetings like you guys have for investment. That's when I first met Sister Amicus. She was one of the speakers, you know. You guys will meet her when we get to Elmina. So it was like a lot of the same experience. I think you guys saw Dr. Z the first night. I've been knowing Dr. Z probably for about 24 years. She used to have a daycare in Atlanta, so my older children used to go to her. So when she moved to Ghana, that was it. I didn't see her again. Nobody, you know, it's like came here and, you know, no other connection back. So when I decided to come, I remember somebody who was always kind of coming back and forth, so they got me an email. And so I was able to get in contact. So when I got here and I saw her, I didn't even recognize her, because Dr. Z was a very big woman in Atlanta. So a lot of times people in Atlanta don't remember her because if they see her now, because she was really a real big sister.
Okay, gotcha.
And all over the place, you know. So when we were at the hotel, we were at La Palm, sitting in a meeting just like you guys, right after having dinner and things, and then they're talking. And then I went to the bathroom, and then when I came back, there was this rose sitting in my seat, and my mom said, well, they gave all the elders roses, so I just put this in your seat to save your seat. So then when I moved it and sat down, it was another sister sitting next to me, and then, you know, I didn't pay her no mind. She just started listening to what was going on, and then she just started coming in my face like this. And I'm like, what's this woman doing, you know, in my face like this? And I knew she wasn't Ghanaian, you know, because she's real, you know, light, and so I'm thinking, okay, where is? So she just constantly, and I'm just like, why is she in my way? And so then she said, Sharita, and I just looked. I said, Z, oh my God. You know, the eyes never change. The eyes never change. So, and then we just made a big scene. It was supposed to be in the middle of everybody talking. And then we was like, oh my God, you know. And then Frank was like, wait. Then somebody was like, hey. So we had to take it outside and, you know, and all that. So, and I'm bringing her up because it was somebody who had been here, I think, already 7-8 years, and got really into the culture. Because some of us come here and we don't even know one Ghanaian. Been here 20 years, and you know, and we don't get immersed into the culture, you know. And so she did that. I mean, she knows, you know, so many people, all walks of life and things like that. She moved around at least 8 regions of Ghana, you know. So she was a perfect person for me to connect with, because I knew I was coming home and I needed somebody to hold my hand. So she was the first person, and you know, and I'm really grateful. Yeah, you know, so
that's what it takes.
Yeah, you know, and so actually, just kind of how I took Sass and Stephanie a little bit off the trip, Z did that for me, but it was by coincidence. I want to say coincidence. Yeah. So there was a sister, because I didn't want to say divine order because of what happened. It was a sister that was on a trip that was pregnant, and she got malaria, and so Z knew what to do for women who are pregnant. You know what medicine to take. Yeah. So we took her off the trip and then took her to Dr. Z's house. So we had to, you know, because she couldn't move around with everybody. So I was like, okay, well, you know, I'm a healer and then my mom's a healer. Let's just all go together. So we went and we were able to move around with her to go a few places. Like once we took the sister home, we, you know, went around to the village that she lived in, and you know, it was just a whole different experience. So she was able to introduce me to some people that were in business, and whether they were Ghanaian or diasporans, and they talked about their different stories, you know. So, because it was like, as soon as you coming to visit is one thing, but when you tell somebody you want to come and stay, I'm gonna do the same thing to y'all that they did to me too. all the ones that said that you're gonna stay here or you want to be here, I'm gonna make sure you go through the same experience that I went through, because that's the reason why I'm still here 10 years. So, and I'll talk more about that. But so basically, that particular trip, I was able to get just a little taste of what Ghana was about. It was only 6 days, and like I said, fortunately.